Today we got this 2010 Nissan Maxima. Needs a transmission. I'll take it out, put it back in, show you all the steps in between. Let's get straight to it. Thanks for watching, guys.
First thing I removed was that little air box there, then the big air box. The little one had the 3, the back one had the 10. Then I removed the shifter cable. It's right there. And I removed the back, right in the back, right? And underneath that hose, there's a 16 millimeter that holds a bracket. And there's 2 18 millimeter bell bolts right in there. I removed that ground right there. And the bolt from the top of the dipstick. Now I gotta hang the motor. I'll show you what that looks like when I get it hung. All right, guys, this is how I hung the transmission from there, and then I'll put a high horse under it as soon as I get the subframe out to support the weight. And then pull that chain off when I go to pull the tranny. Pull this cross member now. Wheels and tires, the back of the subframe bracket, exhaust, the lower ball joints, rack bolts. This is the rear mount, or the mount for the motor, the bottom 3 bolt for the motor mount. Now I just gotta pull the subframe. There's a bolt on top of the rack that holds the line on top of it, on the right side. Subframe's out. That's where there was a 10. This is the hardest nut to take off. I used the 18 short wrench and a pry bar to get it turning and then sprayed it. I did this one from above. Took that through bolt out. There's the mount I removed at the end. Hope this video is helpful, guys. Should be pretty quick now. I'm turning the crank with a 19 millimeter ratchet. And I'm removing torque converter bolts through that hole with a 14 millimeter black socket and my same ratchet. Ready to remove this transmission now. I removed the starter, that shield, 4 torque converter nuts, all 14s. That bracket was on the top of that rear motor mount bracket. I removed those bell bolts. These are behind the starter. Drain the fluid by putting this mighty vac in the hole and sucking it out. That's where the 16 I took off the top went. That's where I bolted up the top motor or tranny hangers. Not too bad. I left that axle in and I left that axle in. And the exhaust. couple things you need to pay attention to on this. See these extra studs? That means this converter will only go in 2 ways, and there's 2 ways it won't go. So make sure you line those studs up with these holes. As long as you have it, 180, you can have it 180 out. But if it's wrong, it won't go together. And always make sure there's 2 dowels. There's 1 dowel, there's 2 dowels. And then make sure you line your torque converter up properly. Else it'll push against the flywheel and the bolts won't go tight. Just like that has made it, guys. That took me 5 minutes to make it. Now I'm gonna put all my bolts in. I'm not gonna show you every step. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video is helpful. All right, guys, when you're putting this axle in, make sure you have gobs of grease on it. It makes it go in easier. Just put gobs of grease on that C-clip. And you're ready to go in with the subframe when both the axles are in, the lines are on, all the bell bolts are in, all the torque converter bolts are done, starter's in, all the plugs are plugged in, the lines are on and flushed. Then you're ready for the subframe. The Maxima filled up. I put 4 quarts. It was a little too much. I'd say put like 3.5 in it and start checking it. But check it right here. Don't lock it into that until you're ready. Don't lock it into that until you're ready to be done. I always just leave it backwards anyway. Hope this video is helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, got done with that Nissan Maxima. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Want to see more like it? Click one of these videos. Hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's keep them moving. On to the next one.